Take off your dress.
Red Sparrow is about a young woman, Dominika Yegorova, who's a prima ballerina at the Bolshoi. And she's forced into a program for the SVR against her will and trained to use her body, and ends up prevailing by using her mind.
So they gave me a choice. Die or become a sparrow.
She had a career in ballet. It was taken away from her. And then she suffered sort of the excesses of a Soviet kind of upbringing where she was forced to go to Sparrow school, forced against her will to do a lot of other things.
From this day forward, you will become sparrows, weapons in a global struggle for power.
The main idea of Sparrow School, right, is that people are puzzles. And if you're going to seduce, you have to sort of figure out how to be a missing piece of that puzzle, that people have needs, and you have to figure out how you're going to fit in and become that need so that they need you. And once you fulfill that need, they'll start giving you information.
You must learn to intuit what is missing, become the missing piece, and they will give you anything.
What I found interesting is the idea of taking people who might sort of shy away, whether for moral reasons or just aesthetic reasons. They may not want to be connecting with somebody that is a possible target, and how they have to sort of get over those kinds of moral dilemmas, and how they can sort of turn themselves on, and how they can learn to become that missing piece and make it believable.
Your body belongs to the state. Since your birth, the state nourished it. Now the state asks something in return.
I think the first thing that we were discussing for Dominika is this is just going to be a person and a personality that's completely different from anything that I really know growing up in America. She's really been put from a very young age into a position of survival.
When we are finished with you, the person you were will no longer exist.
It's incredibly violent and incredibly dangerous, particularly in her world, and a little bit in the world of the Americans within the film. And where those two worlds intersect is quite dangerous. And yet it's not an unrealistic depiction that says that they're all a bunch of, you know, Nikitas and Jason Bournes running around shooting guns at each other constantly. But there's something really inherently psychologically dangerous about the whole story and the whole world.
You have a gift. You know how to survive. This is what you were meant to do.
I think that all women can relate to being treated ever so slightly differently than men our whole lives. We've always had to find different ways and angles of getting what we want and becoming successful professionally.
You belong to them. They'll never let you go.
I'll find a way.